Hello and welcome to Harvest to Pour. My name is Matthew Shipp, and today we're going to have another Workshop Minute. As we approach Memorial Day here in the States, it's a great time to honor our servicemen and women and take time off to enjoy with the family. For a solopreneur or freelancer, this extra day off can break our momentum and be a point of anxiety because you have to stop what you're doing. You have people you want to contact. You have a system, and this breaks your system. So what happens is you're keeping everything in your head. You want to get to this. There is a way, I believe, to kind of relieve or ease this anxiety. You're not going to get all done in time, but maybe you could set yourself up for success when Tuesday rolls in. And I think you can. And part of it, I believe, is simply by physically writing down your ideas and your tasks. And I'm talking pen to paper, and there's digital tools as well. And I want to talk a little bit about that and the differences I see and which ones I think are more beneficial. But when we try to keep everything in the forest of our head, we can only keep 5 to 7 things active in front of mind. So we're constantly overriding these ideas, or they're changing. What becomes top of mind is something different, and you're worried about you're forgetting something. So if we don't record these tasks somewhere, we're afraid we'll forget. So our brain rehearses it, tossing it around in circles. In one classic finding known as I'm going to butcher this guy, so I'm so sorry, but Zeigarnik effect explains that unfinished or pending tasks intrude our thoughts and causing persistent tension until we address or externalize them. And this is the part I want to get to, the externalizing them. So there's like I said, I believe the pen to paper is great to do this with, but there's also the digital list. And essentially what I'm trying to get to is brain dump. Give your information, give all your ideas and your task a place to live other than in your head. So writing things down, pen to paper, or using a digital list, essentially you're still brain dumping. So there's not a lot of difference there's not a lot of difference, but everybody has a preference. I like pen to paper much better than digital. Now, digital is much faster. You can get things out of your head, typing it out much faster than you can, but writing it down. And writing things down slows you down. However, I think that's the benefit. It slows down your thinking. I like this method because it does 2 things. It eliminates the digital distractions of, let me just make this list. What's on Facebook? What's on Instagram? And 20 minutes later, you come back or more. You come back and forgot exactly what that task list you wanted to dump with. And now you're suffering from the anxiety of trying to force your brain into thinking of the things you were thinking about 20 minutes ago. So again, pen to paper slows down your thinking, eliminates those digital distractions, but it also lets your mind filter through your task a little bit slower, and you can just write them down as they come to you. That's the brain dump, and I think that's the advantage. Is there's also, if you're just writing on a piece of paper, there doesn't have to be an order or a priority. You don't have to put any importance on any of these tasks or ideas. You're just getting them out as they come to you. And you're also not set in a rigid capture structure that, like a to-do list, typing out a to-do list would be. And a lot of digital tools will have really cool ways of doing this, but they don't have a way that you can just kind of freely dump ideas as they come to you, unless you're doing maybe a speak to text. But I believe that's also not as effective as pen to paper because you're not making a physical imprint. You're not telling your brain, this lives here. Don't worry about it. You know where it is. So at least that's the way I think about it. And also personalities come into influence. What systems work best for you could depend on your personality type. For, your Myers-Briggs or your DISC profile. For DISC profile, your D, you're really going to be just wanting to get things done. And maybe you just want to have that hard structure list, or you're a little bit more open. You want to just, however it comes to you, or you want to get it out however it comes to you and then immediately structure it. All these ways just fit your personality. But in all cases, the common thread is externalizing and organizing thoughts reduces that mental stress. And that's what I'm trying to get to. Either way, find a way to offload your task or ideas into a reliable external system. It frees your mind up from stress trying to remember and manage it all internally. The result is often profound improvement in focus, creativity, and peace of mind, whether you're at work or finally relaxing. And that's what I want you to do. So prepare to celebrate Memorial Day. Go ahead, clear your mind of all the things you want to get done by putting them somewhere other than in keeping them in your head. I hope you have a relaxing and relatively anxiety-free Memorial Day. This is Matthew Shipp from Harvest to Pour, and this was my workshop minute.